and he swings and hits a screamer into center field on the first pitch he sees from Cole. A rocket right back up the middle on a fastball. Up to second on the play goes Hernandez.
You know, there are two guys in this game today that hit the ball harder than anybody in baseball. Vlad Jr. and Giancarlo Stanton. And this is a beautiful swing to start his season. This is exactly what he worked on all throughout the offseason, and he carried it into the spring.
Rocket to right center as Hicks cuts it off. That was hit so hard, it wasn't that long.
1-1 is drilled to right field and deep and gone. Guerrero with an opposite field home run, his first of the season, and the Blue Jays have taken an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that's a great shot right there, as Bo Bichette was the first one to shoot his hands in the air and celebrate a Guerrero home run, his first one of the season. And the beauty of this swing, the home run goes to right field. I think that's the one thing that Vladdy has really focused on all spring long, hitting the ball up the middle to the opposite field. He's staying on pitches, and he's really swinging the bat.
2 down. There they go, and the 3-2 swung on, line softly to right, and that'll drop for a base hit. Biggio will come in to score. Bichette around to third. Guerrero with an RBI single, and it's 1-0 Blue Jays.
Walk to Kevin Biggio. Bo got a single into center, and this is a tough pitch down and in, inner half of the plate, and with a full count, he just fights it off. Beautiful approach, hits it into shallow right field, and Biggio.
This combination cutter two-seamer. He does.
Ooh, boy, that ball just lashed into left field. And Guerrero will cruise into second base with a one-out double. He's the first base runner of the ball game for either team. Back effort today from the season opener, and he's gotten it so far. Guerrero pops this one up, short center, drops in for a hit. His second of the game.
Swinging a drive deep to center field. Get up, get out of here, and gone. Vlad Guerrero Jr. with his second home run of the season.
I'm telling you, they were flirting with danger up in the strike zone against Vladimir Guerrero. I don't care if you were just trying to show him that pitch. You are flirting with danger when you've got a guy who can hit the ball to all fields with that kind of power. Be patient. Hit your pitch.
Another breaking ball, base hit past Fletcher into right center. Here comes Bo around third, and he'll score. Boy, you talk about a young hitter making an adjustment from pitch to pitch. That was terrific.
The 3-1 swing, he was guessing fastball. They threw him a slider. 2 strikes. Watch how he cuts the swing down, slaps that ball the other way on a line, almost like he was looking for at that time. A strikeout with his high fastball.
Here's Vlad Guerrero. He rips one into center on the first pitch. Simeon is around second. He's headed for third. So Vlad Guerrero. It's amazing how that coincides with a good start offensively.
Yeah, he's
3-2. Guerrero base hit to left field. Bo's going to be waved around third. Upton will not make a throw, as Vladdy's had a perfect night at the plate, and the Blue Jays have put up a 10 spot against the Angels.
seeing everything that he has to offer. I'm going to cut that ball, and that's that low pitch that he has just been hammering in his young career.
Vlad Guerrero Jr. He's had a perfect night at the plate. 2 walks and a single.
I'm sure they don't want to burn a pitcher in a game like this.
Vladdy hits it hard off the glove of Fletcher. That ball ate him up. Here comes Bo around third. He'll score. David Fletcher backed up, and the ball went off his glove into right field.
It'd be a base hit because it just ate him up. Watch how he gets on top of this ball and hits a screamer with some overspin on it. About 101 miles an hour off the bat.
Can get a late break. Not running. Ground ball through the right side. That's going to sneak into right field. Bichette's around second. He'll go to third. Vlad Guerrero does it again. With 2 strikes, he takes that inside-out swing, both Bichette and Guerrero going oppo against Garrett Cole.
You got to pick how you want to play this guy. If you're going to play him the pull like the Yankees were playing him, you can't throw the ball away because he's just going to shorten the swing. Look at the hole he can shoot for it. He doesn't hit it that hard. Just dumps it right through the right side. Don't hit it hard, and with the runner recognizing the ball on the ground and his speed, Bo's going to make it easily.
He's on an error. Breaking ball hit hard, base hit. Bichette will be stopped at third as he had to hold up, make sure that ball got through. So Guerrero continues.
Yeah, that's why I think this is going to be his last inning. He was good in the first inning. I mean, he breezed through the first, but it's been a struggle since.
Guerrero drives this one in the alley, and this one's going to get down. Up against the wall. Bichette's in to score. Guerrero's headed for second. The throw is offline, and Vladdy Guerrero has his second hit of the night.
He'll also drive in his 9th run of the season with another 2-out base hit.
Right field, part of the diamond. Here is Vladdy Guerrero. He goes back up the middle, a base hit for Vladdy. That's his.
That matchup.
Guerrero wins this matchup with a first pitch breaking ball. He hammers to left field. That ball was scorched.
Blaze a path to pursue their career in the major leagues. And so they deserve to be remembered and celebrated. And that's what this new exhibit does. But not only does it chronicle them, it also sets the stage for what led us to integration of our.
For 5 scoreless innings in his first start. And there's a base hit into right field. That'll get Bichette first to third. Guerrero.
Percentage .527. First pitch swinging, and he crushes it. Deep left center field. It's hit a mile. Guerrero with a home run, his 3rd on the season, and the Blue Jays are within 2.
Boy, the beauty of that swing, Dan, on top of the home run. I'm looking at the big picture right here. He had a double to left field. He had a single to right field, and then waits on that breaking ball from Kyle Zimmer and hits it to center field. Watch him lean back just a little bit and wait for that thing to break over the middle of the plate, recognizes it, and then hammers that thing to center field. So he's got 3 hits tonight, all of them to different fields.
He's in lefties. And he started seeing more balanced lineups. There's a beautiful inside out swing, and that's drilled to center field for a 2-out hit. And now Guerrero's hit in 9 straight.
He has singled and scored and grounded out. The first pitch swung on, hit high in the air to left field. Back goes Benintendi. It's gone. Another home run for Guerrero, his 2nd in as many days, and it is now 4-0 for the Blue Jays.
Goodness gracious. The home run that he hit the other night, 456 feet, I believe was off the first pitch also. So he is up there. He is seeing the ball. He's recognizing pitches early in the count. That looked like the cutter again, the slider, and he's not getting it in on the righties. Vladdy says, I'll take care of that with that beautiful swing as he elevates that ball, gets it in the air, and that is deep, and Benintendi didn't even have to go chase it. He knew it was gone.
And the first pitch to Guerrero, a swing and a liner into left field for a base hit. Rounding third, on his way home is Biggio. He will score standing up. Bichette stops at second. It's an RBI single for Vladdy and an early 1-0 Blue Jay lead.
And Vladdy has been on base every game. That's the right man in the right spot that you want up there.
How about this, Tabby? On the season now, when Guerrero swings at the first pitch, he is 9 for 11 so far this year.
Yeah.
1-1. Strokes that one for a base hit. It's going to keep on rolling. Going to get all the way to the warning track. And Bichette's going to pull.
Ground ball toward the middle. That's going to go through into center field, and so he's on base again. He's been on base.
So here you go. This is the matchup everybody's looking for. Bases loaded, 1 out. Vlad Guerrero against Max Scherzer. The Blue Jays are down by 3.
This is why we came, right? To see these kind of matchups. Man, mano a mano right here.
2-1. Swing and a drive. Get up, ball. Get out of here. And grand slam for Vlad Guerrero Jr.
That's what we came for. You're playing with fire when you let those guys get on base ahead of Vladimir Guerrero, and with one swing, he's going to put the Blue Jays back in front. And that was a no-doubter.
Third career grand slam for Guerrero, and the Blue Jays have erased a 3-0 deficit. And that snaps an 0 for 11 for Vladdy. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a drive deep to center. Get up, ball. Get out of here. Gone. His second home run of the night to straightaway center.
It's such a pretty swing when his timing is on, and when he sees the ball. There's your four-seamer. It's 94 miles an hour, but it's center cut, and that's a 400-foot line drive from Vlad Guerrero.
Swinging a drive. Get up, ball. Get out of here. How about a 3-homer night for Vladdy?
Well, he found the ball he wanted to hit. You know what's been the most impressive thing about what he has done tonight? The grand slam went to left. The solo home run went to center, and this one's going to go to right.
A career high in home runs and RBIs for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And so much for that 0 for 10 streak.
Yeah. Impressive.
7 RBIs in a game. That ties the season high. Vladdy becomes the 4th hitter this year to have 7 ribbies in a game.
So powerful. Just get it up in the air, and that thing's going to go. But he was hitting the ball. We were talking about center field. There's the one to right field. There's a camera, well, out in center field where the center field camera is above the batter's eye. He was hitting it just below that in BP today. So you knew something special was going to happen. They're trying to get outs right now.
They're not going to get one just yet. Kirk comes in to score. They'll stop Springer at third as Guerrero gets his first hit of the night. Vladdy has walked 3 times tonight for the first time in his career. Alejandro Kirk has scored 3 runs tonight. And a lot of big offensive nights up and down the... There's a base hit for Guerrero. That fastball inside. He went right back up the middle. Another 2 strikes.
Second time through the lineup. Struggles for Montas. Same thing tonight. That one is ripped to right, and that's a base hit. And they're going to hold up Biggio and Piscotty. Guerrero bounces one to Chapman, who knocks it down, tries to pick it up, but cannot do it, and Guerrero is going to be aboard. Grichuk. If anybody gets on, Simeon. That one is smoked to right field. Piscotty hustling back, spinning around, and it's over his head. Bangs off the wall, and Guerrero has a leadoff double. He has hit a... Hits one up the middle, and that's going to get into center field. The base hit. Biggio is going to make a turn, and he's going to stay at second. Laureano came racing in.
Fastball, line left field, and that ball's going to get over the head of Canha and all the way to the fence. An absolute frozen rope off the bat of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will score a couple of runs, and it is 9-4.
We have seen third basemen handcuffed by line drives. We've seen pitchers handcuffed by line drives. Have you ever seen a left fielder handcuffed by a line drive? Look at this. No chance for the left fielder Canha to run that ball down. It just took off after it got out of the infield. And Vladdy's going to have a couple more RBIs on that rocket to left.
He runs in, a runner at second, nobody out, bullpen up for the Astros, and Guerrero at the plate. as Greinke bluffs a throw to second. Vladdy's really in his first kind of rut of the season. He is 0 for 13 his last 4 games. And now he loops one down the right field line for a base hit. And rounding third, heading home, is Bichette. Guerrero keeps the line moving, and it's 7-4.
Just showed you that pitch by pitch the last time Vladdy was at the plate. Watch him here. No movement. He said, I'm going to see the ball first, let that ball get deep, and inside out that ball the other way. He's going to pick up another RBI with that base hit.
Have made as many moves as the Blue Jays.
Guerrero with a fly ball, well hit right field, and it's gone. An opposite field 2-run homer for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And just like that, this game is tied.
Boy, he is something else. And when he starts going back in that direction, that's where he got so hot early in the season. Center field, right center. He hit this one a long way, and it was fitting that it went right over Acuna's head in right field.
First pitch swinging and a base hit into left field. Davis in to score. Semien will stop at third because the ball was hit so hard. But Vladdy with an RBI single, and the Blue Jays have tied it.
Nice thing when they put him in that spot defensively, and Vladdy not wasting any time. Gets a first pitch cutter, gets the head out, and pulls it sharply into left field. And Jonathan Davis just jogging in, and Semien was thinking about scoring.
No balls and a strike on the ground. Riley dives, can't get it. Swanson did. Long throw. Freddie stretches. Safe. Throw to the plate. They got him. Heads up play by Freddie Freeman. Davis never stopped running. Great effort by Swanson to try to get Guerrero. This is Toronto in the top of the 9th inning. Good catch and block. Nothing doing for the. An inside-out swing, dribbled into right field for a hit. Bichette cuts the bag at second. He's on his way to third, and Toronto's got him at the corners with 2 men out.
2-2 to Guerrero. Swing it a drive. Get up, ball. This ball is going to be gone. There's a shot to right field. Guerrero continues to hit very well in this ballpark. Vlad Guerrero with the first run of the game. His 9th home run of the season. RBI number 27, and the Blue Jays lead it 1-0.
He has that ability just to wait back a little bit longer, let that ball travel, and still get his hands through first while the bat head drags just a little.
3-1. There's a deep drive to right center. This one's gonna go. Get out of here. Gone. Vlad Guerrero, number 10. His 5th opposite field home run. That might be the most important number. He's going the other way with some authority.
Yeah, and, you know, when we were talking to him, he also showed us, he said, I'm going to have to hit the ball to right field. I'm going to have to stay on that ball. And he went out there and given up 7 of them now. 3 in the month of April. That's his 4th given up here in the month of May.
And there's a base hit for Guerrero. Pulled on the ground through the hole at shortstop in the left. Guerrero singled through the left side of the infield his first time up. 1-2 to Guerrero. High fly ball to right field. Kegery is back at the track. He's got room. He missed it. He absolutely misplayed it. Espinal comes in from third. Bo goes to third base.
Now Vladdy takes that breaking ball, shoots it the other way. Now I know the wind is blowing and it can play tricks on you, but you've got to get back to the wall quickly. Both of those players are normally infielders. And you can see him just drift back, and now he's going over towards the foul line, and it falls for an extra base.
Vladdy is 2 for 4 so far today. Get a drive, and this one is long gone, folks. Vlad Guerrero, for the first time in his career, has homered in 3 straight games.
I love those, no doubt about it, home runs where he just swings and just like, how far is it going to go? When is it going to come down? He hit a couple of home runs in this series to right field. This time he gets all of it to left field for home run number 11. Hard and was over swinging. It looks like he's back in his groove.
How about that swing? Not trying to do too much. Fastball was away. He just pounds it through the right side of the infield for his first hit of the ball.
You're probably the biggest culprit of that.
Get down, ball. That ball is in front of Renfroe, and both thought about going to third. And another injured list, and he's getting ready to come into this game. Vladdy drills this one to the gap, and that's going to get down and go all the way to the fence. Guerrero's headed for second with his third hit of the night. That's his.
After they scored 5, it'll give the hitters a lot of confidence, too.
Vladdy hits a fly ball to center. It's going to be over Hernandez's head and off the wall. Bo had to go back, and now they're waving him home, and there's the throw to second, and Guerrero is safe. Blue Jays are on the board.
The ball's hit hard. He gets on top of that fastball and hits it hard, but again, it gets up into the wind and just takes off. This looked like it was going to be a fly ball to center field. Kike Hernandez in center thought he had to come in, took a couple of steps, and it ends up high off the wall in right center field. But this has happened time and time again for outfield.
With Bichette at second. Vladdy goes after the first pitch, and the left fielder doesn't see it. This ball is off the wall. Bichette's going to come around and score. Alex Verdugo never saw the ball off the bat, and he didn't know where it was until he heard it hit off the fence. So Guerrero picks up the RBI, his 32nd, and he also extends his hit streak to 7 straight.
You know, you feel bad for the fielders in this ballpark early in the game with that sun. Anything to the outfield off the bat, ground ball, fly ball, anything, they have no chance to.
There goes Simeon. Base hit to the right side. Simeon will go to third base. Vladdy Guerrero with a very good 2-strike. Ground ball through the hole. Oh, Wendell with a nice play. Throw to first, not in time. Guerrero ends up with a base hit and an RBI. The Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead. Joey Wendell played a terrific play. I thought that ball was past him into left field. The Blue Jays are on the board.
He'll up that runners in scoring position, batting average, picking on this ball. No chance for the third baseman to get it. Joey Wendell, full stretch, as he actually catches that ball behind.
Swinging a drive deep to right field, and that ball is gone. Vladdy Guerrero with his second home run, his first hit off of Diego Castillo.
Plate. He's got exceptional power the other way. This one wasn't wind aided at all.
Swinging a drive. Get up, ball. Get out of here and way gone. Vladdy Guerrero, number 12, a no-doubter into the teeth of the wind.
You know, you had just talked about him times on base, and I was going to say it takes discipline to not give away any at-bats, and I haven't seen him give away an at-bat this whole season. Consistent every day, every at-bat, every pitch he sees. When you do that, you are locked in. And right now, that pitch, he was locked in.
Guerrero bounces it up the middle. That'll sneak through. Another first pitch base hit. Bo Bichette jumped on his first pitch. Don't change until the hitters make you. Vladdy hits it high and deep to center, and this is a long one over the hitter's eye in deep center field. Wow. Home run number 14 for Guerrero. His 10th extra base hit on this homestand. Now maybe you can change.
Well, I think he did change, because from where I'm sitting, that looked like a changeup, and that cutter has been working so well. He got Guerrero to ground out his first time up weakly to the second baseman. That one looked like a changeup out over the plate, and Vladdy was waiting for it.
.39 OPS. He hits a high fly ball deep to left field. The Rosarita's back. It's out of here. Vlad Guerrero, his second home run of the ball game, has tied it up.
That looked like the breaking ball he was looking for, and he is trying to fire up his teammates. What a thing of beauty that was.
So Vlad Guerrero has 2 home runs on the afternoon. That gives him 15 and ties him with Ronald Acuna Jr. for the lead in home runs in the majors.
Reaching base almost twice per game. He drills a ball right center field, and it is gone. He has done it again, and he is all alone atop the Major League home run leaderboard right now. Number 16 for Vladdy, and it's 2-0 Blue Jays.
So they can hit at Yankee Stadium too. The approach plays very well. It don't matter where you play. It doesn't matter where you play. You hit the ball to right center, right field consistently as a right-handed hitter, you're going to have success. And that was a beautiful at bat. He took the high cutter for the ball, took a fastball inside because it wasn't the pitch he was looking for, and gets a breaking ball out over the plate and drills it to deep right field. Boy, is he
all time, most all time. Line drive, a base hit off the bat of Guerrero into right field. Cutting over is Judge, and he will hold Guerrero Jr. to a 2-2. Grounded up the middle and a base hit for Vlad Guerrero. Well, Yankee fans, tomorrow night on Yes, Garrett Cole takes the hill in Detroit.
Off the plate.
No, I don't think so.
Threw it away.
Yeah.
And off to the races goes Guerrero. Naylor going to try to throw him out, but that throw goes awry and backed up.
Run in TD Ballpark in Dunedin. He really tore it up. He had 410 during the homestand, and he goes after the first pitch and rips it down the right field line. That's a fair ball. Off the wall, down in the corner. And Vlad Guerrero will get into second base with a slide. First and second, 1 out for Vlad Guerrero Jr. Vladdy doubled his first time up. Goes after the first pitch and hits it hard to left. Get up, ball, get out of here, gone! Vlad Guerrero has seen 2 pitches tonight. He's got a double and a 3-run homer.
There is something about this ballpark that brings the best out of the Blue Jays. The crowd, you can hear the crowd. This is the first time the Blue Jays, when they hit a home run, they're getting cheering. They didn't get it in Florida. They're getting it in Buffalo. And Vladdy is such an accomplished hitter. The way that he can come into the game with a game plan, recognize pitches early in the at-bat, and then when he gets that pitch, hit it, and hit it with authority.
All at all. His double went to right. His homer went to left. He just stays on everything. There's another drive into right. That's going to get down as 4-hit game of the career. And there it is. A perfect 4-for-4 night for Vlad. He never really strays. We haven't seen him chase too much at all. There's a ball hit into right field, and that one got lost in the lights, and Duval misplayed it. This goes all the way to the warning track, and Vladdy is headed for third. The cutoff is over the head of the...
I don't want to deviate from that, and he's in the driver's seat right now, 2-0.
He pulls that one. It's a fair ball, and Bregman can't make the play. 3-1. Breaking ball high and deep to left field. It's going to be close. It's going to stay down. Vlad Guerrero overpowered it. Pat, you were all over that. If he gets his pitch, he's going to hit it hard. And did he ever?
Well, Vladdy timed that one up. He waited back just a little bit longer. Home run number 18, and really there was no doubt about that one as it just soared right out of here. Did some rehabbing right here in Buffalo when the Indians had their team here.
Stay hot, Vladdy. Vladdy gets another base hit. He inside outside pitch and hits it in.
He fouled one off at 114 miles an hour plus. into left center field. That ball was smoked. Bichette tears for third. And you get the sinking feeling that one run's not going to win any of these three.
Watching his stroke, saying, you know what, why don't you try this or try that?
There's a base hit. Time now for a preview of what's coming up on White Sox Postgame Live, presented by Subaru.
Cranks that one wickedly toward the wall. That goes slamming into it. Into third base. Here's the throw, and safely Bichette as he will slide in, losing player ever with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs in one game. He'll tag this one on a line. Verdugo back. That takes an awkward sideways roll away from him and into second base with a double. Vlad Guerrero Jr.
Oh, it's been a long time since you've seen a ricochet.
0-2 pitch hit high in the air, deep left center field, gone. Vladdy's big night continues as he hits a bomb over the monster for a 2-run homer.
Just the second home run Vladdy has hit here at Fenway, and he came into this game tonight with a .207 career average here at Fenway, and he is pumping up those numbers. I mean, that was a
first pitch swinging, and he drives it to deep left center field, and he has done it again. He picks up right where he left off last night. Home run number 20 on the season for Guerrero.
Vlad Guerrero, playing in his 62nd game, has reached a 20 home run plateau, and that's going to get him right among the leaderboards for Blue Jays franchise history, to the quickest with 20 home runs in a career. This is a 4-seam fastball, and boy, oh boy, right now you better be very careful throwing him any strikes in the zone, because he's all over everything, and he can tell, boy, when you square it up on the barrel here at Fenway Park, you know it's going to go out of the ball.
5-1 Blue Jays, top of the 4th. And Guerrero slams it into left field for a base hit. In to score is Davis. Up to second is Bichette. RBI number 53 on the season for Vladdy, and it's 6-1.
Well, he's amazing, and he has a game plan the moment he steps into the box, and he was pretty confident he was going to get a first pitch to hit, and he's locked and loaded and hammers it into left field. So Jonathan Davis does come in to score here, as it's now 6-1 Blue.
Weber, who did not start the game, is approaching 70 pitches, and that one smacked into center field for a base hit, so Guerrero's on again. His second hit today.
And he hits the ball hard to right center field. Do you believe it? Guerrero with an opposite field home run, is 21st on the season.
Off the roof in right field of the bullpen, and he doesn't try to go over the green monster. He just puts another good swing on it. Terrific follow through, and this is a deep drive. I mean, when right-handers hit it out to the opposite field, that's a
Sox. 4 hits for Boston, only 1 for Toronto. This will be looped into center field and dropped down for a base hit. Vlad Guerrero Jr. becomes the second.
Breaking ball hit high and deep to left field. Tie game. The best hitter on the planet right now has done it again, and it's a brand new ball game at Fenway.
What can you say other than wow? Another curveball, and Vladdy, it's amazing what he has done. For the first time in his career, he's homered in 4 straight games, and none bigger than a 9th-inning home run with 2 outs to tie it 1-1. Actually, it was Kendrys Morales most recently, 2018. Broken bat, and that's going to get over Torres into center field as Guerrero got jammed, and you can see him feeling the impact, but he'll take the base hit. 0-1. Breaking ball hit into right field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Vlad Guerrero starts things off with an opposite, and he bounced up and headed over to third. That's a great indication that he's starting to feel a little bit better with that leg injury. Guerrero goes after the first pitch and hits it past Urshela into left field for a leadoff base hit here in the 6th.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Vladdy swings at the first pitch. Deep left center field. Gone! Number 23 on the season for Guerrero, and it is 2-0 Blue Jays.
So the Blue Jay batters say, I like that first pitch fastball, and it's a straight one right down Broadway for Vladdy, and he jumps all over it.
For Guerrero, the 7th home run he's hit this year on the first pitch of an. And the pitch. And he lines it into left center, and it's going to the fence. Simeon will score. Bichette around third. He's getting the wave. He will score. And it's a 2-run double for Guerrero, a 5-run inning for the Blue Jays, and they've got a 9-7 lead.
Told you that they have never given up an at-bat this season. They will battle you to that last out of the game. Wow, what a top of the inning for the Jays hitters.
It had the kind of bite that one did. Maybe it's the hat.
1-2, line drive, base hit into right field.
And you know what? It's you just have to take your hat.
You know Vladdy's got the green light.
And he slashes it into right field for a base hit, and just like that, the Blue Jays have tied the game here in the 6th.
Even a stolen base in Bichette, you've got average hitters, 3-0, and he throws one right down the middle, which shocks me. Thought he might throw a breaking ball or something, see if Vladdy would swing over the top of it, but he slashes it to right field. Bo scores another.
Earlier in the ballgame. That may be the only predictable pitch that we've seen from Sandy tonight, right? It's 3-0 pitch.
Ground ball, that's through for a base hit. Sharply hit up the middle and a base hit. On base for the second time tonight. Walked and scored back in the first. 3 hits in the series, Holly. They're all singles.
What he brings to the team. Swinging a drive, a high fly ball to left field, and this ball is gone. Another Vlad Guerrero home run.
Teams are going to learn that he is a very good off-speed hitter, and when you hang that pitch over the middle of the plate, he's got great pitch recognition, and he's able to wait that extra second and then unload on that baseball. That was a classic Vladimir Guerrero swing on a hanging pitch, and he hit it out of here 9 miles.
This is not a hot stretch. This is the kind of hitter he is, and he has quickly become a major league force.
We have been waiting for years to see a homegrown player like this come out of the Blue Jays system, signed and developed in their system, and you bring them to the big leagues, and they're a super duper star. Not just a superstar, a super duper star, a guy that, you know, when you're walking by the television and he's up, you stop and you want to watch his at bat.
Here's Vlad Guerrero with nobody on and 2 outs. He goes after the first pitch and rips it right up the middle for a base hit. This Blue Jay team is the best first pitch hitting team in baseball. Vlad Guerrero goes after the first pitch, high and deep to center. Get up, ball gone! Home run, Guerrero. He's 2 for 2 on 2 pitches. Home run number 25 for Guerrero, and he breaks the 1-1 tie.
He singled sharply to center field on the first pitch he saw in the first inning, and now gets another pitch out over the plate from Harvey. It looked like another fastball, and he is all over.
Back-to-back 2-out doubles for the Jays. Swinging a high fly ball to left field. This ball's gonna go. Gone. 2-run home run for Vladdy on the first pitch again.
Goes up there like we said last at bat, from the on-deck circle, just ready to hit, especially with runners in scoring position. Ball down, he goes down and gets it, and he's able to get it out of the ballpark.
Fair ball down the left field line. That's going to score 1 for sure. Simeon is coming around. He's being waved home. Here's the throw to the plate. No throw as it's cut off. And Guerrero comes through once again. A 2-strike, 1-out, 2-run double for Vladdy, and the Blue Jays have a 3-1 lead.
How do you lead Major League Baseball in RBIs? First of all, you have your teammates get on base ahead of you. Then you hit well with runners in scoring position and come up big. Right over the bag down the left field line. Joe West says fair ball. It's going to be 2 more runs for the Blue Jays and another double for Guerrero. Today, he said since 2019 he has come from no plan to a great plan.
Oh, what a rocket over the head of the left fielder, DJ Stewart. It's hit so hard, Guerrero will have to set it
on the backside and then taps his toe, and that's what gets him going. That's his trigger on his swing.
For another opposite field base hit for Vladdy Guerrero.
1 through 5 in the month of June.
Vladdy Guerrero rips one fair down third base line. The first pitch base hit. It's going to be extra bases as he's digging for second. He jumped on that. He sat looking back at Simeon. There's another fastball in that same spot. It's a base hit to right. Simeon is being waved around third. Here's the throw to the plate. Got in time. Vladdy Guerrero picks up an RBI as Simeon scores ahead of the throw, and it's 6-0 Blue Jays.
One more time they tried to slip that fastball by Guerrero, but he's always waiting for it. Especially with 2 strikes, he's thinking about going back through the middle. That's why his routine is so important. Keep that front shoulder.
There was a big tie with 20 home runs. Now he has separated himself from that. Vladdy hits this one high and deep to right. Get out of here, ball gone. How about that swing? An opposite field home run on a breaking ball. And Vladdy Guerrero drives in 2 more runs with his 27th home run of the season.
Is it that easy to be able to stay back on a breaking ball, high breaking ball like that, and hit it opposite?
Size.
Nice.
Casimir was 6 foot tall. There's a bullet hit into the alley. That's going to skip all the way to the wall. Vladdy Guerrero's headed for second. And he'll get there standing up. Another double for with him to the All-Star game for sure. And he rips it past the third baseman down the left field line. It'll be extra bases for Guerrero. Vladdy gets things going for the Blue Jays. The first hit of the ball game is another
1-0. And a swing and a fly ball to center and deep. Mullins to the wall. It's gone. A bomb to straightaway center field by Guerrero, number 28 on the season, and it is 7-3.
At the time, it's 7-2. It's the 8th inning. You got a guy who blows 98 miles an hour. Vladdy knows he's going to get a fastball. He got it, and he shows you why he's going to be the starting first baseman in the All-Star game. He can get to anybody's fastball and hit it a country mile. Fastball up just over the belt, and he's able to get to it.
8 on the season. As the 1-0 is lined into left field, and a diving attempt, but McKenna can't come up with it. And they're calling an out. They're calling that an out. So Simeon's going to get doubled off. Bichette went back to first, bobbled it, and did not come up with it cleanly, as McKenna makes a diving attempt in left center field, and he didn't even come close to catching that ball. I mean, didn't come close to catching.
I don't know what game they're watching. This is going to be really interesting to see where they put the runners, because Marcus Semien had rounded third base, and he was going to score on that base hit. And they're calling him out. Guerrero's going to have an RBI taken away from him.
All right, so here comes the call. We'll probably see a safe call first, and then pointing.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think they just waved Semien home, right? So the safe call means it's a base hit for Guerrero, and then Carlson pointed home, and now Semien is jogging home. So they have awarded home plate to
come out here today and really transform himself into your 2021 All-Star.
And Mellis, who feels this ball hit from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Brandon Hyde was asked before the game about
waste all those good swings in a home run hitting contest.
3-2, and he lines it into center. Another base hit. Semien in to score. Bichette with the benefit of a running start around to third. An RBI single for Guerrero. He's 3 for 3, and it is 6-0.
Trying to throw high fastballs, he was up to that task. So now Pleko thinks he's going to trick him by throwing him a 3-2 slider. And Vladdy's been a good extra base hit, off-speed pitch hitter this season. Stays on that off-speed.
But boy, this is like next level stuff.
He has a base hit right there, headed toward left center. Quickly, Kiermaier there to get it back to the infield.
In their home ballpark, so it will be nice to get back.
Guerrero lifts one to left field and gone. Boy, he didn't come close to getting all of that, and he still hit it out. Number 29 on the season for Vladdy.
3 batters, 3 hard hit balls already. Jordan Lyles is going to have to come up with a different game plan because the Blue Jays have been all over.
Hits it to deep left field and gone. Right on out of the ballpark for his second home run of the game. He is something else.
My, oh my. If this is their last homestand here in Buffalo, the Blue Jays are giving the fans a treat, and Vladdy is leading them.
Used to having. As Guerrero swings at the first pitch, drives it deep left field and gone. Number 31 for Vladdy, and it is 7-0.
I tell you, he is unbelievable. When he steps into that batter's box, he's got a plan. He knows what he's looking for. He doesn't deviate from it. And he is ready to hit anything that's thrown up there. Little slider that stayed over the middle of the plate, and he absolutely crushed that thing to left field. He is so impressive.
See a good turnout here tonight for sure. Guerrero hits it high and deep to right. Get out of here, ball. Get up and gone. Vladdy Guerrero to the back bullpen in deep right center. And here come the Blue Jays, number 32 for Vlad.
They're never out of it when they've got the ability to knock the ball out of the ballpark, and they've got hitters like that up and down this lineup. Mentioned that it's going to be tough to get Garrett Richards in the air because his ball sinks. Well, that ball didn't sink at all, and Vladdy hit it into the Boston bullpen, which is behind the Blue Jays bullpen. He got every bit of this one the other.
Talking to Tyler during the game tonight in the 3rd inning from the Mets dugout. That's hit sharply, a base hit for Guerrero, and he's got his first hit in the series, a 1-out single. 110th hit for Guerrero.
Not sure.
That's smacked toward the gap in left center field, headed back toward the wall and off the fence. Racing for third is Springer. He'll be held up there, and Guerrero cruises into second base with a
movement down that Met bullpen.
Yeah. And Guerrero smacks one to right center field. Long run for Nimmo back in the gap, and he won't get there. It short hops the wall. Nice pickup by Nimmo off the fence. It'll hold Guerrero to a single. Oh, that's a tremendous play by Nimmo.
First and second, nobody out. Hot shot, base hit to left field. They will stop McGuire. No, they're waving him home. Something must have happened in left field. But it looked like they were going to stop him. And now the Blue Jays are right back in it. Guerrero picks up an RBI, and it's a 1.
And first one on the way to Vladimir, stung for a base hit. Between third and short, he's on for the second time tonight. 0-2 on the way. Driven to left center deep, headed for the 379 mark. That lands just around the warning track. Scooped up out there and into second base is Guerrero Jr. with the double. That becomes the first hit of the ball game for Toronto. Home run. Grichuk hit one last inning. That's going to be looped into center field down for a base hit for Vlad Guerrero Jr. A single for Vlad, and here comes the manager. He was amazing. And socked to right field for a base hit. I think that's the big difference with him. Is that it's not all about pulling the ball and trying to hit home runs like it maybe was a year ago. Now he is very.
Blue Jays are 3 for 7 so far in this game with runners in scoring position. First and second, 2 outs. Herrera hits a high long one. If it's fair, it's way gone. And it is a fair ball. Vlad Guerrero, another first pitch home run.
You know, the best time to swing at that first pitch is when the pitching coach had gone out to talk to the pitcher. He had just walked Springer on 4 pitches. Pitching coach comes out. You know his message is, hey, get ahead. Vladdy knows that. He tries to get ahead with an inside the fastball, and he's waiting for it. And he absolutely crushes this ball out of the ballpark.
Here in Toronto, and something Vladdy might have to get used to, the way that he is playing. Lines the ball to right center, down for a hit. Dyson will keep it in front of him as Vladdy smokes.
How those feel.
Broken to bat, ground ball, Dozier to his left. Bounces it across. Out is the.
For 32. There's a liner into center, and that's going to get down in front of Miles Strong. So just like that, Vlad Guerrero extends his hit streak. It's the 3rd time through the order. Swing and a drive. Stay fair, ball, and gone. Vlad Guerrero, a bullet into the seats, and just like that, the Blue Jays have tied it.
Yeah, and this is the 3rd time through the lineup. And a little bit more knowledge. They have a little bit more of an idea. Base hit for Springer. Line drive into the seats. Home run number 34 for Vladdy. And we're tied up with 1 swing at that left hand. That's danger zone right there.
Swing and a drive to left field. The ball is hit deep, but it's going to be up against the fence in center. Springer is being stopped at 3rd as Vlad Guerrero starts a new hit streak with a nice contract and signed with Cleveland. Ground ball through the left side, base hit for Vlad Guerrero. That's the first base runner for the Blue Jays. Again, he's just one of those guys that has to stay in the lineup. Hits that ball on the ground towards Devers. Bare hands, fires, not in time. 3-0. Vladdy swings on a 3-0 pitch. That'll get down in front of Hernandez. Springer will stop at 3rd. Breaking ball hit high and deep to left. Get up, ball, get out of here, and gone. A 2-run home run for Vladimir Guerrero Jr., his 35th of the season. Garrett Richards doesn't give up many home runs, but the Blue Jays get him again. They hit him for 3 home runs back in July in Buffalo.
And maybe that'll get him going again. John Schneider, who knows him better than anybody, was talking with Hazel on the pregame show. If you missed it, he was talking about Vladdy maybe trying a little bit too hard in front of the home crowd, trying to do too much. When he stays within himself, it's a pretty special thing. That was a curveball that he went down and got.
0 for 4, 3 strikeouts, and then of course the error on the pop-up that he lost in the sun, and a couple of runs came in to score. And a little flare, shallow right center drops in for a base hit. Springer around 3rd, heading home, and he's in there. And the Blue Jays take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, Vladdy gets jammed, but he is so strong, he was able to flare it into shallow right field, and George Springer comes in, and just like that, the Blue Jays have the lead. That fastball jammed him, and you can see Fletcher was way over on the shortstop side of second. Eden makes the throw. Not much of a chance because Springer could read it easily. He got a great break from second and slides home with the first run of the ball game.
That's an incredible MVP resume. Ground ball. Gosling can't get it. It's into left field. Just the 2nd hit this 4-game series for Vladdy Jr.
in the first, walked and scored in the fourth. That's a bullet up the middle. Kelnick plays it off the hop. The video of Prince Fielder when he was hanging around with his pops at the ballpark. Look at this rocket, base hit. Man, oh man. One out base runner, third inning.
Well, right now Scott Service just wants him to get one more inning.
And young Guerrero, first pitch swinging, shocking. Base hit. He's got 2 for 3 so far tonight. Tom Glasgow, what's going on? That man has extraordinary bat-to-ball skills, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. And that's a pretty good cutter that was on the inside corner. And he shortened up his swing.
Young faces of baseball, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Bouncing ball right side, base hit. First pitch swinging. Another bright young face, Fernandez.
Strikeouts are way up this year for Fetty. He's been more of a ground ball guy in his career. There is the ground ball through the vacated right side, and Vladdy Jr. is a 2-out base runner.
Well, that's one of the reasons why he's hitting .314. 6-run lead, pretty good breaking ball there, 1-0.
Gabe gets a ground ball, and it's past the infield. Vladdy Jr. is on again.
Not much you can do about that. You can control once it leaves your hand.
The Yankees in the first wild card spot right now. Oakland in the second. Boston just on the outside looking in. Then Seattle. And then the Blue Jays. As Guerrero drills the first pitch. Center field and gone. Number 36 on the season for Vladdy, and the Blue Jays have a 1-0 lead.
Well, Vladdy, we mentioned he hadn't homered since the homestand here at Rogers Center against Boston, and this is a pitch up and out over the plate. And that's a great swing right there because he stays on it, and he's been working hard to get this stroke back. In Seattle, he took some rounds of BP, simply staying flat-footed and just trying to hit the ball to the right side, and that's got him back in the.
Last night hit home run number 36. There goes Simeon. And Guerrero with a chopper to third, and it's going to eat up Candelario, and everybody is
3-0. Oh, he got a good pitch to hit. Goes around third. Here comes the throw. It is about in time for Lance Lynn. Left runner over the plate, and Vladdy went right back up the middle, and the Blue Jays have tied it up. RBI for Guerrero.
Well, you knew that they were going to give him the 3-0 green lights. You got your best hitter on the team. You got a guy in scoring position. You're not going to make him take. So he gets the 3-0 green light. It's right down the middle. We talked about getting a good pitch to hit. That's a good pitch to hit right there, and he bangs it right back through the middle. Earlier this season, when he was hitting really well with runners in scoring position, he was getting good pitches to hit, and he wasn't missing them. He didn't miss that one. And on top of that, he's able to move into scoring position on that throw to the plate as his ball's not cut off. And that's number 90 on the season, and the Jays have come right back to tie it up.
Early in the season. Missed his spot. Trying to go in, and he missed all the way across the plate, and Guerrero is the first base runner for the Blue.
The second half, it's a long season. Pitchers make adjustments. That's a good sign right there.
Hitting it back. Ball.
Yeah, hitting it back through the middle. That is a good sign. He's had 3. He's had a great year.
He flares this one down the right side. That's going to drop for a base hit. Simeon's headed for third. He'll stop there. Vladdy fights it off and coming up with another 2-strike base hit. Breaking ball, that'll get past Anderson for a base hit. Vladdy Guerrero with a pair of hits this afternoon. Oftentimes you see them trying to avoid contact. Vladdy flares one into the outfield, and that's going to drop. Bo's going to come around third, and he'll score. Vladdy Guerrero is headed for second, and he'll get there. An RBI double for Vladdy. He's seen 2 pitches, and he's hit them both, and this one is a double. His 21st double of this season.
There's a lot. Detroit's done a nice job. 1-2.
Right side base hit. Bichette puts on the brakes.
And also just showing why they're such a good offensive team.
A bullet to right field. Guerrero Jr. is aboard for the first time tonight. That came off the bat hot at 100.
If you're going to go away, you have to keep the baseball down.
Ground ball past Jonathan Scope and into right field. And Guerrero Jr. will take the single.
But that's also why we've seen.
It has more. Tampa's got 81. The 2-1 to Guerrero. That's a bullet to left. Not many guys hit the ball harder than Vladimir Guerrero Jr. this year. Case in point, his second single of the day right here in the 5th.
Usually when things go pretty well. And it's going pretty well. Rips it to left field, and this game is tied.
You know what else, when he nods his head like that, it's like, okay, I see your slider, now throw me your fastball. And he got that fastball on the inner half, home run number 37, and that thing shot out of here. A little acknowledgement to the fans after crossing home plate with that drive to left field. That is a good sign to see.
And how about Charlie Montoyo putting that? You got to take the elbow guard off first, Vladdy. How about Charlie coming out and putting the jacket on Vladdy? That's a first. Number 37 for Vladimir Guerrero. And he shook off twice to get back to the curveball. And Vladdy drills it to left field, and it's gone.
The mistake was not throwing a curveball. The mistake was throwing 3 in a row so Vladimir Guerrero could see it. He finally got one he liked. He got one out over the plate and timed it up beautifully. Wow. Charlie, do the honors again.
He's back. Pitching change at the ballpark as Vladdy tries on the jacket again. 2-home run night for Guerrero, 7-2 Blue Jays. Now he drives one to right. And he didn't miss here. 3rd home run in the last 2 nights for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He may be shushing, but everybody else is making noise in this ballpark. There's not a doubter in the park tonight.
He's back. Those last 3 swings, those home run swings, tells me he's back and ready to have a big September. You know, when you can hit fastballs to left field, curveballs to left field, that get beat just a little bit by this pitch, but stay on it and drive it this far. Look at the extension that he has through that ball. He's not going around that ball. He's not jamming up. He is driving through that baseball again. And there it goes.
Vladdy's got to reach for it. Bounces it up the middle. Jones's throw is not in time. Pretty much in the top 3 in the American League in just about every significant offensive category as he smokes one into center for a 2-out base hit.
Fastball and a hard breaking ball.
And another base hit for Guerrero. This one into right field. And it's 8-2 here, bottom 8 with a runner at second and 2 down for Vladimir Guerrero. 2 for 3, has had a couple of base hits. And he's got another base hit. Valera around third, and he will come in to score. RBI single for Vladdy, and it's 8-3.
Yeah, but Vladdy's just taking what the pitcher's giving him, man. He's been swinging the bat very well of late. 3 more hits tonight for Vladdy. Picks up an RBI. That'll give him 97.
Up the middle, and that'll be a 12-game hitting streak for Vladdy. Back in Oakland in early May, totally different story. As Guerrero lines one into right field, a base hit.
Yeah, they're a different team right now than they were. And, of course, lately they're starting to swing the bats again. They had a little bit of a cold spell, but this is a home run swing by is to hit the ball hard.
And another hit to the opposite field. Vladdy's 2 for 3.
Well, what good balance he has right now. Stay healthy and put things together just yet.
Guerrero with yet another base hit into right field. Vladdy is 3 for 5 today.
There's a hanging breaking ball. He hits it to right. Doesn't take much to hit it out here. And this one's gone. Number 40 for Vlad Guerrero Jr. Back-to-back home runs for the Blue Jays here in the first. Thank goodness it was called strike 2.
Yeah, who wants to walk when you can hit at Yankee Stadium and hit the ball to right field like Vladimir Guerrero can? How about how he waited back on that curveball? Again, Taillon's been getting a lot of outs with his curveball and his off-speed pitches. I think the Blue Jays know that. They are 2 for 2 on the breaking ball already here in the first inning with that long home run.
2. Grounded up the middle, a base hit. As Guerrero is 2 for 4.
We'll get it.
That's a broken back ground ball single. Base hit for Guerrero. His 3rd hit of the afternoon. Hit sharply, a base hit to left field. Jansen rounds 3rd. They're going to hold him up right there as Gallo comes up throwing a one-hopper right to Sanchez.
Vladdy is 1 for 3 with a walk. He's also struck out. Vladdy hits it hard to left field, and this one's going to go. How about number 41 for Vlad Guerrero? And that'll give him 99 RBIs on the season. A line shot into the seats in left.
Boy, what a thing of beauty that was. You know, Aroldis Chapman's been one of the best relievers for a long, long time with a triple-digit fastball. And Vladdy says, I can turn on anybody's fastball.
A couple of hits. If gets a chance here. And Vladdy hits one high and deep to right. This ball's got a chance. Get out of here and gone. Vlad Guerrero for a 2nd straight night. It's a home run in the 9th. His 42nd and 100th RBI of the season. What a battle by Guerrero.
He battled and they got the pitch to his liking. Blue Jays entered the 9th inning yesterday up by 2 runs. Guerrero homered, gave him a 3-run lead. Same thing tonight, 2-run lead into the 9th inning. He homers in the 9th inning. This one to right field to give the Blue Jays a little bit more breathing room. And 100 RBIs, and congratulations, the youngest Blue Jay player to reach 100 RBIs in a season.
The runaway. But Ohtani is just, when you combine what he's done on the bump at the plate, it's just different.
There's another base hit for Guerrero. Around second, headed to 3rd is Simeon. Throw comes in. Gutierrez does a good job to knock it down. Short hop.
Out of nails to chew off on this long day.
Well, you said 3 outs, 3 of the toughest outs in baseball, and there's the first hit of the game for the Blue Jays as Guerrero has a base hit into right center. That's about 100 plus off the bat. Roped it into left field. 9th hit in the inning, and Brandon Hyde.
All the first pitch hits that he has gotten this season. They're like, well, if you're going to get a hit, you got to do it off the breaking ball.
There's a high fly ball to center, right up against the fence and gone. That ball just kept going and going and going. out of this ballpark, number 43 for Vlad Guerrero. Another breaking ball.
Yeah, and he's been raking against everybody this season. We all know that, but he's been especially good against the Orioles this year. He loves what he sees from their pitching. You want to keep throwing breaking balls to me? All right, I can adjust. I can get that. That's 13 straight in a row that he has hit against the Orioles. Curveball, watch him go down and get it. Go down. The legs take you down to go get that curveball that's low. But he's found his footing.
Vladdy hits one high and deep to left, and that ball is gone, just inside the foul pole. A low liner, number 44 for Guerrero, and that will tie him with Shohei Ohtani for the Major League lead in home runs. What a rocket to left.
But that is so impressive how he is able to get to those inside pitches the way he does and elevate them and hit them as hard as he does.
Hooks it down the left field line. Gone! There it is right there. Step aside, Vlad Sr. Jr. with number 45.
Well, that didn't take long. He breaks the tie with his dad with that absolute laser to left field. That might have been the hardest ball I've seen hit this season. That.
Laces it to left field, and it's going to be over the head of Arozarena and off the fence. And now Simeon's getting the wave, and then they put the brakes on, and he... 9-game lead in the division. This one is lined to left center field, and it's off the wall on a bounce. Simeon's going to be held at third. Another. Working quickly. Guerrero rips it to left field. Number 46 for Vladdy.
You can see this coming in his first at-bat when he walked against Pineda. He wasn't fooled by anything he threw him.
Boy, he was all over that one. And a typical Vladdy get out of here in a heartbeat kind of home run. Put up a graphic like that and see the other names on the list. Liner to center, scorched another one. Buxton's got to give ground, and that's a base hit. So remember that graphic? Eddie Matthews, Vladimir Guerrero, Joe DiMaggio.
Now he's done a good job of laying off those borderline pitches and turning things over to Bo.
He hits a screamer off the glove of Gordon into left. Simeon rounding third, heading home. An RBI single for Guerrero and a 1-0 lead for the Blue Jays.
It is just so hard to imagine what it's like for a pitcher trying to work your way through this lineup in the first inning. He struck out Springer, then Simeon hits a rocket double down the left field line. Then you got to deal with maybe the best player in all of baseball right now, Vlad Guerrero Jr. I mean, that's middle. It couldn't be more center cut, and Vladdy rips it.
But it's a fascinating discussion to see who might be the front runner. And I'll tell you, he keeps doing this. He's making more and more of a case for himself. His second hit of the game, and this one's a double. Up the middle, another base hit. Simeon will stop at second. Guerrero is 3 for 3.
Fourth. Vlad Guerrero Jr. bounces this one fair by third and just inside the line. It's going to kick out to Margot, and Guerrero Jr. has himself a double. I think he thought that ball was going to be 2-2, broken bat, and a soft liner into left will fall. On his way to third, Simeon. The throw there. Now up to second base goes Guerrero as Diaz. Hot shot, base hit. Back into center. Kiermaier with the pickup. Over to third base goes Simeon. 1-2. Hot shot past Diaz and down into the corner. That'll hit off the 315 marker. And Guerrero Jr. has a double.
You're not productive, and he has been extraordinarily productive. Tapper up the line. Donaldson, bare hands, fires. Not in time, and Guerrero.
Fair ball. Over LeMahieu down the line. Springer in to score. Vladdy, big turn. Back to second. RBI double. It is 5-2.
That's going to go a long way to make him feel pretty good. He's been struggling lately at broken over. Make contact. Infield in. Bounces it over his head. Down the left field line. The Blue Jays get one of those runs back thanks to Vladimir Guerrero.
That snaps the 0 for 20. RBI number 106. There goes Simeon. Guerrero sends it to center. Pretty well hit. In play off the top of the wall, but it's a double to bring home Simeon and give the Blue Jays the lead.
Charlie Montoya wants to look at this one. That, to me, from where I'm a long way away, Dan. That looked like it hit off the top of the wall and bounced off that back wall and came back into play. I don't know if that thing came back into play. He said no, let's don't take a look at it, but that ball was smoked to center field. Let's see. How did that not go out?
Wow. An inch from a home run. A bullet to center for Vlad.
He's a very good defender.
Now Vladdy. Look at this one go. A monster shot on the first pitch he sees, and it's 2-0.
This one almost made it into the fifth deck. Change up out over the plate. Boy, that's good to see, isn't it?
Down the left field line. Up against the wall on a bounce. The ball dropped by McKenna. Guerrero probably would have been at second base anyway. Shoots it to right field, and this one is gone.
In yesterday's game, in the second inning, George Springer hit a 3-run home run, and that just kind of just gave the Blue Jays a little bit more momentum and say, okay, we're going to have a big day today. I get the same feeling right now after that home run from Vladdy. Blue Jay fans have been waiting a long time for one of their own, one from the farm system, to come up and do what he has been doing. This guy is a generational talent.